I'm opening
of our members we have here. So we're going to call the Wayne County Commission Youth Council to order. And if we can do a quick roll call, then we'll have our guest speaker. Madam Clerk, can we start with the roll call, please?
Yes, Commissioner. Each member is acknowledging that they're attending the meeting via Zoom and that they are located in Wayne County, Michigan, unless otherwise stated when I call your name. Do we have Jana?
She's excused. Her parents are ill, unfortunately, so she's excused.
Thank you for letting me know. Paris? Thomas?
He's excused as well.
Okay, thank you. Jawan? Willie? Tiffany? Kamari? Naeem? Kirthana?
Here.
Thank you. Trucia? Ariana?
Here.
Thank you. Aranisha? Shikari?
Here.
Shikari, thank you. Tamara? Francisco?
Here.
Thank you. Christian? Kavya?
Here.
Thank you. Kamari? Gabrielle?
I'm sorry, this is Gabrielle's mother. She will be in. She's in an admission interview right now, but she'll be on shortly.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
Hannah?
you.
Good evening.
Thank you. Kyle? Zion?
Here.
Thank you. Madison?
Here.
Thank you. Kavion? Honesty? Munib? Saleha? Jayla? Riley?
Here.
Thank you. Alexa? Kendall? Diera? McKenna? Jaden?
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next item, please.
We are moving to item A, opening invocation.
Okay. Let's see. Hernandez, would you like to do the invocation again?
Sure, I have no problem.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm just so used to being in person, but here we both could bow their heads, please. Lord, gracious and loving God, we just ask that you watch over all of us as we go throughout our day-to-day lives. As we choose to be leaders and as we choose to be brothers, sisters of faith, that we truly do live in your word. We ask that you be with us. You grant us patience, understanding, kindness, and courage throughout our everyday obstacles. We ask that everybody in this meeting truly gains something and hopefully truly gives something. We ask that you watch us and our families and our loved ones, and you keep us all within your reach. Through your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you for that fervent prayer. Thank you.
That was awesome.
It was from our young man, our youth member. Yes, I love it. Okay. Next item, Madam Clerk.
We're moving on to item C, approval of the minutes from the October 7th, 2021 meeting. However, Commissioner, I don't believe we have a quorum, so I'm not sure if we are able to take a vote on these. Would you want to move the agenda and see if we have more members join in the meantime?
Thank you. Yes, we can do that. Mhm.
Okay, so we're going to skip item C for now. We're going to go to item D, our 10-minute speaker series with Coleman Young II, Detroit City Councilman-elect.
Coleman A. Young, thank you, the second, for coming on today. I know you're on vacation, but I thought they would want to hear from you. And if you could just briefly, this is only 10 minutes. So if you could briefly just talk about yourself, how you got to where you are today.
Sure. Well, listen, hello, everybody. My name is Coleman Alexander Young II. I am a former state rep, former state senator, and now your city councilman at large. Always a pleasure to be here with you. I want to thank Commissioner McCormick for having me. And listen, basically the way in which I got here is that I started out in city government and I had good mentors around me. That's the first thing I would say you should do is get you a good mentor. Get somebody who you respect, somebody you know. I started out in Joanne Watson, the Honorable Joanne Watson's office as an intern for her. And then through the Honorable, may she rest in peace and power, Barbara Rose Collins, I was able to move from Research Analysis Division. And then from there, I was able to run for state rep. I was successful in 2 terms. And then I was able to run for state senate. And then I was successful in that for 2 terms. Then I ran for mayor. Didn't make it. I actually ran for mayor twice. Didn't make it either time. Then I ran for Congress. Didn't make that. Then I ran for a city council member, and now here I am. And I think the goal of that is a couple things. The opposite of success is not failure. The opposite of success is to quit. As long as you believe in something and you're willing to stand up for it and fight for it, if you have the passion of your principles, you have the courage of your convictions, you know what I'm saying, and you believe in your values, there's nothing that you can't do if you're willing to fight for them and you're not willing to quit. And so I really think that's where my story comes from. Just someone who did an internal look at himself, realized there were some things that I needed to fix, made right with the people who I harmed, and grew from that, moved forward from that, and became a better person because of that. So that's what I would say. Listen to your teachers, listen to your parents, listen to the commissioner because she means you well. And I would just say that not only are you important because you're the future, you're also important because you represent the best of us, our best values, our best hopes, our best desires, our best dreams, our best visions. And I believe that it's my job to do what I can to help you achieve as much as I possibly can to become your best self. And also to create an environment for you to be successful and to thrive in. Now, obviously you get a job to pay your bills and, you get a job to feed your family, but you're also there to contribute to society. And it is my job to make sure that we provide a lifestyle and opportunity that were better for you than what I had and what we have currently. Because we want you to pass down that same legacy to the next generation and the next generation after that. And so I just want to say I'm proud of everyone for being here. I appreciate you. I look forward to a long and fruitful relationship with you through the county commissioner. If there's anything I can do, don't hesitate to call me. I am sworn in January, so I look forward to having this commissioner officially as your next city councilman. So I just want to say thank you. Love you guys and God bless you. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say council member, but council member elect.
Yes.
Coleman Young. So one question I want to ask you before you leave, we will be reading a book starting in December. It's called Who Moved the Cheese? Did you read that book yet?
I read it, but I don't remember it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But one of the questions that it asked is, what would you do if you weren't afraid? What would you do if you weren't afraid? And we should all ask ourselves that. Are you there? You still thinking? Uh-oh, did we lose him?
Hey, can you see me?
Okay, there you go. You're back.
Hey, yeah, so I had technical difficulties on my end. Had to switch it up a
That's
little bit.
okay.
Like I said,
So-
never quit. Never quit.
Okay, so if you're not afraid, you won't quit. That's
Yeah.
it. And that's plain and simple. So thank you again for attending. And I know, like I said, you're on vacation. I really appreciate you. I want to see if any of the youth have any youth members have any questions very quickly. Anyone?
Why did you run for council, if you don't mind me asking? Why did you run for
Who's
council?
speaking first?
It's Francisco, District 5? District 5?
Oh.
Okay.
Why did you choose to become a councilman?
Okay, thank you so much. That's an excellent prayer, by the way. Listen, the reason why I want to be a councilman is because I want to make a difference in my community. That's why I ran, because I believe that your role in public service is to give the shirt off your back for those who can't, to do for those who can't do for themselves. And you are determined, and your value judgment is determined based on how you help those who cannot help you. And that power is only important as an instrument to serve the powerless with. And so the reason why I ran is because I wanted to not only be able to help people within my position, but I believe in public service. And I believe that we have a great opportunity to be able to do more for people, to be able to provide for people, to be able to help those who can't help themselves. And that's why I wanted to run, because I believe that I can make a difference. And I believe that I can rebuild this city towards a brighter and better future and give the city a government which they deserve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have
All
a hand
right.
from Zion.
Hey, Zion.
Hi, I'm Zion McCann. I'm not like Francisco. I can't remember my district. I'm sorry.
No
But-
problem.
My question is, if you had one piece of advice, what would you say to your younger self?
Oh, man, that's a good question. What would I say to my younger self? I would look my younger self in the face, and I would say, first of all, you need to stay focused. You need to get around good people, because the person who you become is based on the books you read, the people you associate with in 5 years. If I had any advice for my younger self, I would say that frustration and struggle is not the sign of things going wrong. Frustration and struggle is a sign that you are destined for victory and greatness. That is the price that you have to pay. And so whenever you're going through something, you think times are hard and times are difficult, just know that a blessing is right around the corner. That in every seed of adversity, there's an equal or greater benefit. And I think sometimes when we get into situations and things aren't going our way, we think it's something wrong with us. Or we think it's because of something we're not doing, or we're not worthy, or we're not good enough. And I would challenge that and say, the reason why you're going through that is because you're being built up. You know, God is building you, or whatever religion you believe in, is building you up towards your purpose and towards your destiny. So I say, stay focused, stay humble, make good decisions, get around the right people, get around people who are going where you want to go. And just remember that people need folks who are willing to take their eyes off themselves and put it on other people. You know, there's a great quote that says that man should not aspire to stand on top of the world, but stoop down and lift mankind higher. And that's what I think that your goal should be. That's what I think that your mission should be if you're going to be involved in public service, because that's a model that I live by.
Thank you so much.
Okay, does anyone else have any more questions?
I do. I'm Madison McDonnell. I'm from the 8th district.
Hey,
My
Madison.
Hi. How did you start your internships?
I started my internships. It's kind of funny. I walked in the office, and I introduced myself. I told them who I was and what I wanted to be. And I knew some people that were in the office at that time. So they kind of helped me get along. And if that's something that you need or something you're interested in doing and you need me to help you, I'm more than willing to do that. Because everywhere that I got, somebody helped me along the way too. You know what I mean? Everybody. I knew somebody. I talked to somebody. Now, look, I'm not going to sit up here and say that being the son of the Honorable Coleman Young Sr., the greatest mayor ever to walk the planet, did not help me. Okay, it did. But there was a process that I had to go through as well in terms of talking to people, in terms of putting my resume out there, because I was in school at the time as well. And so I think that's part of what I did, was just reach out to offices, call people, and told them who I was. And so I think that if you do that as well, and you're willing to reach out and you're willing to participate in programs, if you're willing to help people when they're campaigning and volunteer in their offices, that's the way to do it. Or go through the party as well. That's the way to do it. But again, when I'm in office, and I'll leave my number with Commissioner McCormick, I'm willing to help you if that's what you want to do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great question.
Okay, so I am Nairobia. I'm the legislative aide for Commissioner Monique Baker McCormick.
Okay,
And I wanted
Nairobi.
to thank, hi, and I am also a Michigan State graduate as well.
Okay.
And I wanted to thank you for coming today. We're excited to have you for our 10-minute speaker series for the Wayne County Commission Youth Council.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure to be with you guys. And I just want to thank Commissioner McCormick for all the work that you're doing. You know, they say, be not weary in your well-doing. You're doing great things. Commissioner McCormick is the definition of somebody who just did not quit. But she is the definition of somebody that fights, rain, sleet, snow, 30 degrees below, 10 toes down. If she gonna do it, she gonna do it. So, I mean, I think if we all just pattern ourselves after Ms. McCormick's life and what she's done, she is the true definition of somebody who never quits, because I could not done what she did to get to where she's at. So I'm just humbled to be here, and I thank you to be here with you.
Thank you. We want to give a hand for our special guest for today. If everybody could clap and unmute themselves.
Thank you all. Appreciate you. Love you guys.
Thank you for joining.
All right, take care now. Bye-bye.
Just want to jump in, guys. I see that our commissioner that's over all of the commissioners, the chair of the Wayne County Commission, Alicia Bell, is on the line. Would you like to say anything, Commissioner? Chair Bell?
Thank you. Hi, Commissioner Baker McCormick, and hello, youth council members. Just want to say hello. Just want to get on the call, see how you all were doing. You had an awesome speaker. I hope you had an opportunity to ask a question. It's not very often that you have a city council person before you to help and answer any questions. So that was an awesome experience to have him with us tonight. So again, I just wanted to jump on and kind of look on and see how you guys were doing. Keep up with the great work, keep asking questions, and keep engaged. We're so happy to have all of you on our youth council under the direction of Commissioner Baker McCormick. So have a great Thanksgiving, and I hope to see you all very soon. Take care.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Chair Bell. Without the chair of the commission, we wouldn't function the way we do. And so we really appreciate all the work that she does as the chair of the Wayne County Commission. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
We're moving on to item E1 under unfinished business, consent form due by November 29th, 2021.
Yes, so we ask that everyone turn in your parental consent form after this meeting today. If we do not have it, unfortunately, we will have to remove you from the program, basically, or from continuing on. We need to have your parents' consent, especially for our upcoming meetings that will be off-site and will not be on Zoom. So we want to make sure we have your parents' consent. We also need your photo that will go on our website. So if you have not turned in your consent form, I need to get that from you like yesterday. So when we get off of this call, we expect an influx of those forms coming in. Also, just a nice headshot of you, can have someone just take it, is all we need. But we need that consent form first, and then we can post you with all the other members on the Wayne County website. Thank you. Next item, please.
We're moving on to item E2, review the Wayne County Commission Youth Council meeting calendar.
All right. So if you can put the slide show up, thank you. All right, so, and next slide, please. So next month, what we have planned, and I just talked about needing your consent form. This is the main reason why we need it, and we need it as soon as possible. Next month, we want to have a physical meeting where all of you come together so you can meet each other. And we thought what fun it would be to have it over at the DIA, the Detroit Institute of Arts, and also have it, a lunch and holiday celebration for you all. So it's going to be next month, December 11th. However, again, we and you cannot participate without the parental consent form. So we need that in, again, as soon as possible. We will also have a guest speaker. As you can see, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib will be there in person. So we want to ensure that you have a way to get there. If you have a lack of transportation, we will have to figure out how to get you to the museum. And we want to know tonight, so you could put your name, your information in the chat, whether you can or think you can attend, and whether you will need transportation. Now, for those of you that don't know right now, that's fine. But we want to see how many members are interested in attending. So we'll have Rashida Tlaib, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, there to speak to us. We'll also take a tour. They have this fantastic car show that you guys will be interested in seeing. And then there's other tours of other exhibits that you can also do at that time. We will also have our official meeting, and we're actually going to table our elections until this December meeting. We thought it would be better to have elections in person, where you could also see the nominees or those that are running for chair, vice chair, and secretary. So for those of you that came prepared today, we thank you for that, but we're going to have the actual elections on site at the DIA at our next meeting. And then that way I can get out of your meetings. I won't be running it. We'll have a president that can run or a chair that can run your meetings. We need to know if you're going to attend the next meeting, the holiday luncheon meeting, by November 29th. But we need those consent forms as soon as possible. If you do not have a consent form, then make sure you notify us. If you think you need transportation, make sure you notify us. And Nairobi is going to go over the rest of the slides, but you can also send any questions to Nairobi. And if you could put that in the chat, Nairobi. And then that way, if you need to contact her, you'll have a phone number as well as her email. Any questions about next month? Any questions? No questions. All right. So I will let Nairobi take over from here. So Madam Clerk, we will move to the discussion. Oh, actually, we'll move to the next slide and I'll let Nairobi go.
One thing I do want to add before we talk about our event for January is for the December DIA event is make sure that you guys wear proper attire to this event, which would be as professional as you can dress, preferably business casual attire. I would not want you guys to show up in like a t-shirt or jeans or anything like that. And at this event, you will receive your books, which is Who Moved My Cheese, the book we were discussing earlier. And also we will get your sizes for your t-shirts as well for the Wayne County Commission Youth Council. So for the January 27, 22, this is gonna be one of our meetings like today, which is via Zoom. On this day, we will discuss the book, Who Moved My Cheese. We will have a 10-minute speaker series like we did at the beginning of this meeting, where we will meet with someone from MSU to discuss time management and how you guys can work on that. And then also we will discuss the youth initiative topic, and we will start like having you guys present the topic that you chose and that you want to work on for the year. Last year, the topic was mental illness, and we had worked on like the mental health of people, stuff like that. So it's like whatever topic you guys choose is what you will be discussing. Madam Clerk, can you please move to the next slide? So for February 24th, 2022, we will have another meeting via Zoom like today. On this day, you guys will receive your Polo shirts. You guys will have another 10-minute speaker series with the MSU, and we will have a topic on financial literacy, and you will submit your vision board. So we are going to work on vision boards this year, and the goal is to have you guys get like a poster board or a nice size like piece of paper, and you guys will put your goals and what you want to work on and things you want to accomplish on that as well. Madam, next slide. March 24th, 2022, that will be another meeting via Zoom. But on this day, we will have a virtual tour with the Verizon facility, and we will get to see the 5G labs and go over a bunch of interesting things that you probably wouldn't have known that are done in a Verizon headquarters. And then also we will have another 10-minute speaker series after that with Michigan State, and this will be the last one, which is going to be on the topic of professionalism. You can go to the next slide, Madam Clerk. On April 28th, 2022, as you can see on the back of this slide, this is the resolution that was presented last year on the topic I told you of mental illness. And this is what a resolution would look like. I also emailed this to everyone, and if you have not received an email with this on it, you can drop your email in the chat and I can send it to you after this meeting today. We want you guys to go over this resolution so that you will know what all it entails and how to be prepared for the one that you picked this year and the topic that you want us to focus on this year. And on April 28th, 2022, you guys will present this topic, and it will be in the form of this document. Next slide. April 22, that's when we will have our community service project. We don't have many details on it yet, it's to be determined, but it's going to be like a war on trash, and it's going to be basically something that involves us getting the community cleaned up and in better condition than it is now. Next slide. May 22, then we're going to have a Tigers game. And so we're going to go to Comerica Park and we're going to see the game, which is going to be something fun as well. Next slide. And then May 22nd, the completion ceremony. That's going to be where you guys get your certificate of completion for being in the Wayne County Commission Youth Council program for the entire year and doing all the things that we have done the entire year. You will get like a certificate of completion at the Detroit Riverfront by the Port Authority. And so this date is to be determined as well because it'll be somewhere around the holiday. So we have to accommodate for that as well. But that's going to be a very nice ceremony for everyone. Next slide. So, and then also April 22nd, we will have a parent meeting. That date is to be determined, but we had one 2 days ago. If your parent didn't attend or they didn't receive any emails for that meeting, you can also drop their emails in the chat and make sure that you put it your parent's email so that I can add it. And then if you guys have any questions or want to contact us, I drop my email in the chat as well. But I also put the phone number, but it's on here as well if you guys want to screenshot this screen so you can have a way to access any questions you may have. Don't be afraid to email us. And as far as the DIA event that's coming up in December, you guys are, if you have transportation, then you need to let us know as well today. And if you don't, then you need to let us know. But if you have to, your transportation is your parents and your parents have to come with you to this event, then they can, but you would just have to let us know as soon as possible so we can have account for them and their presence being there. So that will all be due by November 29th is when you RSVP for the event as well. And is there any questions? You guys can unmute yourself if you want to ask any questions about all the things that I just said. So on February 24th, oh, you had a question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a question. I forgot it. But for the Tigers game, we can just wear like a Tigers jersey. We don't have to like wear like a suit or like a business casual or nothing like that, right?
Yeah, you can wear a t-shirt and shoes. It doesn't have to be professional clothing. Yeah. So this is a visual representation so that you guys are able to see of what the Wayne County Commission Youth Council polo shirt will look like. Can you guys see this?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is what the shirt will look like. This is the logo right here on the front. And this is the shirt that you guys will all get once we get your sizes at the December event. And so you will receive these shirts on February 24th on that meeting day, 2022. And this is what the shirts will look like. So potentially for the Tigers game, you may wear this shirt, but we'll let you know closer to the day. But typically this is what you will wear. And you guys also, if you want to have an option, we can do a vote if you guys want to wear the shirt to the Tigers game or if you don't want to wear the shirt. So we can do that closer to the date as well. But just so you guys know, the shirt is free and everyone in the program gets a shirt. So it's not of cost to you or anything. Are there any more questions about the things that I went over today?
You said we'll get a t-shirt. Will it look basically like the same thing, like with the little size logo, or will it be like a full size logo?
It will be just like this shirt. So the logo, it will be in like the top left corner and it will be like just this big. It wouldn't be any bigger or smaller. It was just, if you could see like the whole shirt, it's like not that big. So that's how it looks. Oh, it's a dry fit material. Does anyone else have any more questions about the information that I just went over? Okay. Next item, Madam Clerk.
We're moving on to, well, we're going to skip item F1, election of officers, chair, vice chair, and secretary. As Commissioner Baker McCormick mentioned, this is going to happen at the December meeting. And also we don't have a quorum at the moment, so we can't take a vote anyway. So we're going to move to item F2 under new business, discussion on topics for a resolution.
So for the discussions on the topics for resolution, this will be basically for any of you all to jump in and tell me what you feel is an important topic you want to discuss this year. Like I told you guys last year, we did mental illness. So anything that you think is important to you for any issue or anything you feel you want to change or needs changing.
Sure. We could just all speak up if we have something we want to say.
Can you repeat that one more time?
We can just all speak up. Like if you have something to say, we can just say it.
Yeah, you will say it and then we will later vote on the topic that everyone agrees on.
So there's a topic that I know like that's very like kind of close to a lot of youth, especially in Wayne County. Like with COVID and everything, like we've noticed like how our schooling has changed. Even right now, like we're literally online, we're through screens, and it's kind of insane if you look at like the numbers, how much Wayne County youth is affected by a lack of connection, like a lack of ability to have a computer in their own home that they own, or a lack of internet access at their own home. And I know that in some areas in Wayne County, it's not as prevalent, but I know that for a fact, like somewhere near my district, that this has been like a very ongoing problem, especially for like younger kids. I know high school kids are more, have more opportunities, whether it's through working or even the high schools, they own Chromebooks or they have these things to get out. I know that a lot of times, you know, younger kids, they just rely strictly on the school systems. And I think that like a lot of people are noticing how prevalent technology can be in the education world and really just get different types of information to people. And I think that that's the most important. Well, I think that's one of the very important things that is affecting Wayne County youth that isn't getting a lot of light shined upon it. And that's pretty much all I had to say. So I mean that's one topic that I would throw out there for sure.
So what's the topic in 3 words?
Access to technology, lack of access to technology.
Great. That's one. Anyone else?
I have.
I'd love to add on. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go. You're good.
And say your name, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Hannah McNichol. I don't know my specific district, but my commissioner is Ilona Varga. But I'd love to add on to what Francisco said. I go to Melvindale, so we're very diverse and not very like we're not rich, to put it in short terms. Like, I mean, I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth. So I agree 100%. I love that topic because it is a big issue, and my school has had to go through so many Chromebooks that are falling apart and years old. And well, we don't have the best internet either. And when it goes down, we go right back to paper and pens. And that is not easy from going to virtual to paper pen to virtual. So yes, I agree 100% on that topic. And hopefully that is one that we bring up. So thank you.
I have a topic to propose. My name is Madison McDonnell. I'm from the 8th district here. One issue that's pretty prevalent, unfortunately, near where I live is a lot of issues with racism and bullying in our school districts. I actually wrote my intro letter here about it. It's very prevalent here, and I believe it's something we really need to try to work on, unfortunately. So yeah.
Hi, my name is.
So 1 second, sorry, Zion. So back to the topic you just said. Can you say it in 3 words what the topic will be? Is it racism in schools or is it racism in general?
Racism in the school districts.
In school district. Okay, you can begin, Zion, and introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, my name is Zion McCann. I go to Cass Tech. Racism is also a big issue in our school because it is a very diverse school. It's like 2,500 kids and it's different races. Like the first 2 weeks alone, we had like 4 cases of racism in the school. Like Miss Phillips, she didn't address it at all. So that's a really big issue because it kind of left the students to address it, and that's not a whole bunch of 14, 15, 16-year-olds going at each other about something that's not going to get us anywhere. So yeah, I agree with Madison.
I had a quick topic. My name is Kirthana Danasekaran. I don't know what my district number is specifically, but my topic was drug use, specifically vaping, because in my school vaping's pretty common. I mean, people used to do it in the bathrooms and like classrooms, like to the point where the principal had to make an announcement saying you can't hide your vapes in the bathroom ceilings anymore. So I think drug use might be a pretty decent topic.
Thank you, Kirthana. Is there anyone else who has a topic that they potentially want to discuss?
Hi.
Hello, introduce yourself and then tell us your topic.
My name is Kavya Keshraworthy. I'm a junior at Plymouth High School, and I'm from District 10. The topic that I wanted to propose was also what I wrote like my intro letter about, which was gun violence, because I know that we have really high rates of gun violence in Wayne County. It's like the highest in the entire state, and it also is interconnected with mental health issues as well as substance abuse. I feel like that would be an important issue to tackle, and it would be a good topic for resolution.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wants to add a topic?
My name is Manib Mahmood, and I'm from District 10, and I go to Canton High School. And I think that one issue in our community is that there's a lack of bus drivers and janitors, and it's what I wrote my application on. And I feel like it's a really big issue because some students don't have the opportunity and to sometimes even go to school because they don't have transportation to there. And about the janitors thing is that a lot of the time our schools are becoming more dirty. And with COVID-19, I feel like janitors are now almost a necessity because we have to, our school needs to be clean in order for us to actually go there and be safe. So I feel like that's really important for us to have.
Okay, thank you all for your topics that we will vote on. We're gonna vote on these topics in January, but we are gonna discuss the topics at our December event meeting. And also at the December event, oh yeah, you guys are going to create your vision boards, and also you guys, oh, you're gonna start your vision board, and And you guys are also going to have your election for vice chair, president, and secretary at the December event as well. So a lot is going to be going on at this next event. So you guys should make sure that you're in attendance and that we have your consent form submitted as well. Because so far I only have 5 students. So just so you guys know, if you feel like there's any chance you might not have your form submitted, you can email it to me. I put my email in the chat as well. And we can move on to our next topic, Madam Clerk.
We're moving to item F3, discuss holiday luncheon meeting at the Detroit Institute of Arts.
So we've already discussed the holiday luncheon at the DIA so far in December. Is there any questions you guys have about that event or anything that you may not understand or want clarification on?
I have a quick question. Do we email you about our attendance or do we just put it in the chat?
You RSVP, which is via email by November 29th. And also, just so you guys know, there is parking available for the students who drive. So it's going to be free of charge. You guys will be able to park if you want to drive. And if you do not have transportation and you're in this call, please let me know as soon as possible because we have to account for you.
Thank you.
I have a quick question. If we are going to attend, and we are getting transportation from our parent, they can drop us off at the DIA, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sorry, I have a question that I think might have already been answered, but who do we email about the RSVP?
Okay, so for the last question, if your parent drops you off, they will have to pick you up as well. So make sure you confirm with them the pickup and drop off time. So this event starts at 12 and it ends at 3. So if they drop you off at like 11:40 something, they have to still be back to get you at 3. And what was your question again, Kava?
Sorry, it was what email do we send like our RSVP to?
I put the email in the chat. If you click, you will see it's WayneYouth2020@gmail. And I shared it with everyone, I believe. So if you guys needed me to spell it out as well for you so you can write it down, it's WayneYouth2020@gmail.com. And our phone number is also 313-224-0884. Are there any more questions about anything that we've discussed today or the tentative schedule for the year?
We're going to be eating at this luncheon, right?
Yes, food will be provided and we will eat there and have a discussion, have our election and everything.
Thank you.
One more question. Will this be our December meet, like, for the month?
Yes, so this will be our first in-person meeting at the DIA. That's why everything is mostly being done that day. And also, if you guys have any ideas or things that you want to bring to the Wayne County Commission Youth Council this year, because it is you guys' program, it's not ours. So if you guys want to do anything specific or have any ideas or things you want to discuss or you want solved, and at the December meeting at the DIA, that would be the time to bring your ideas for us to have an open discussion about things that you guys want to do.
Okay, thank you.
Also, I'm getting a few emails right now. Make sure when you guys are emailing me that you're also telling me like I have transportation or I will need transportation for the DIA event in the email so that we know like that you have a way there and back. Are there any more questions? Okay, Madam Clerk, you can go to the next item.
We're moving to item G, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
There are none.
We're moving to item H, public comment. So,
Is there any?
yeah, just so you know, I'm gonna ask everyone to unmute. I haven't received any emails, and just somebody has to ask if there's any members of the public that have a comment. And we have to ask a couple times to make sure that we allow for people to talk.
Are there any members of the public who would like to comment?
Are there
I
any?
just want to say, oh, I'm sorry. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity of the speech from Coleman A. Young. And I cannot wait to meet everybody at the December meeting. And I'm really looking forward to this experience with you all. So thank you.
I would like to ask if everyone else from the public has a comment.
All right, well, thank you all for your public comments. Next item, Madam Clerk.
We're moving to item I, adjournment. So we need someone to make a motion to adjourn, and then we need someone else to second that motion.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I second the motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second that motion.
Support this motion.
Okay, great. Okay, we just need 1 second, but great. We got a lot of seconds. Okay. All right. So motion has been moved and supported. So the meeting is adjourned.
Bye. Thank you all. See you in December.
You guys
Thank
have a great
you.
one.
Thank you, everybody. See you in December. Good night.
All right.